That up. Well, let's turn now to Shopify after it reported that record Black Friday sales number. The e-commerce company saying that merchants that use their platform did $4.1 billion in sales. For more on this, we're joined by Ken Wong. He's managing director with Oppenheimer. Ken, thanks so much for joining us.
I really appreciate you having me on.
So, yeah, we're seeing the stock get quite a boost from this number, but I wonder if you could help break it down a little bit, because seeing that dollar value, does that really mean that there are more people shopping, or that they're buying more, or just that the stuff that they're buying is costing more?
Yeah, look, I'm sure it's a blend of all of that. I think what's significant about that number is it is meaningfully above what most investors were expecting. Consensus expectations were for GMV growth to be in that 17% range. To see a 22% number on what would be probably more cautious consumer buying behavior into the holiday season was definitely a big plus. I mean, from our perspective, we were actually assuming it might be a little less than 17%, just because we're seeing buying earlier in the season. We were hearing it from merchants. We were hearing it from customers that the spending would be more spread out across the holiday season versus being so concentrated in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like we've seen in past holidays. So I think the significance is really just that we are seeing really good traction in this concentrated weekend.
Yeah, whenever, a company like this reports, I want to think about it in the, lens of the company, but also trying to figure out the health of the consumer, too. So it made me wonder as well, could it be that Shopify, compared to, Black Friday of last year, has more merchants that are using the Shopify platform? How has the Shopify platform and its reach, evolved in terms of getting more merchants online that are using Shopify over that period?
That's a fantastic question. I think we are definitely seeing a bit of a rebound. Keep in mind, e-commerce, saw a really great inflection during the pandemic. It was arguably the first to trend downwards last year, and I think we're starting to see some recovery in terms of just new business starts. So I think that's contributing some. I think the other aspect that's maybe going a little under noticed is that they did see 30% plus in POS growth, which would be their offline product for more traditional brick and mortar customers. So I think it's not, it's probably not fair to just characterize Shopify as an e-commerce platform now. I think we are starting to see them shift to, a combination of both hybrid and a bigger brick and mortar player. So I think that's also contributing to to the stronger results that we're seeing.
And is there a live sales clock that you watch, Ken?
Yeah, so the fantastic thing about Shopify is they are putting up their kind of per minute sales on their website, something that we keep a close eye on. They reported Black Friday sales of 22%, or through Black Friday of 22% growth. Our tracking of it through Sunday does seem to suggest that they're able to at least maintain, if not even accelerate on that pace a little bit. We still have Monday to wrap up to see whether or not this 4 or 5 day weekend is a complete success. But just based on the trends that we've been tracking, it does look like things are holding up.
We've also been hearing about this buy now, pay later option picking up popularity, I guess you could say, over the Black Friday weekend as well, although I'm not sure if we're comparing it to Black Friday of last year or just Black Friday of earlier this week, and some of the numbers that are out there, Ken, but sales of earlier this week. But Shopify itself has a buy now, pay later option. Is it just in the U.S. that's available?
So they partner with the white label firm. It's been particularly strong. Internationally, that is something that they do offer. I'm not sure if it's through the exact same partner, but just early reads in terms of market data that we've seen, it does seem to indicate that it's probably tracking ahead of expectations. I think most were assuming that, just given the consumer sentiment out there, that you would see a pullback in terms of use of alternative credit, such as buy now, pay later. But at least the early indicators are that there is still good demand for that particular product.
Okay, so we were looking at Shopify stock, and over the past year, it's up about 100%, but it's still off its 2021 highs. And I wonder, What are you thinking about what the future holds for Shopify stock? I mean, it sounds like you talked about not just being the e-commerce platform, also being that point of sale in the brick and mortar, that there's room perhaps to grow on both or either fronts. But, are the 2021 days for the stock behind it? Is there a possibility that it could return to those kind of levels, Ken?
2021 was a unique year for not just Shopify, but tech and the markets just broadly. We do still think that there's meaningful upside. And I think what's significant is it won't be just a purely growth equation here. While Black Friday, Cyber Monday appears to be tracking ahead of expectations, 4Q is likely to also track ahead. As we look out to fiscal 24 and beyond, I think what's notable is there are multiple paths to drive growth, whether it's the core platform, expanding into retail, potentially adding incremental products. I think what's interesting is now there's also a profitability element to the story. Right? They're going to be profitable for the first time this year. They're likely to have profitability margins in the mid-teens, generating potentially $1 billion of cash flow in 24 and beyond. I think that potentially should bring in a new investor set that's not completely focused on just growth.